Hi guys, this is Cash and I'm checking in with you from Frankfurt, Germany with Ignite Thermogenic Fat Burner. This is my little secret to keeping lean and having good energy throughout my busy days while I travel. So I want you guys to be sure to check out Ignite, especially if you're trying to get yourself in shape for this summer. Oh, Ignite is gonna get you into bikini body shape. You know, I gotta show you guys a bit of what's going on. Ignite is gonna help you get the results that you want. You're gonna love this product. I certainly do. So I'll put the link down below for the website. Be sure to check them out on Instagram and use my promo code to get great discounts. Check in with you guys soon.
Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome to Chaos Nutrition. Look. Chaos Nutrition. Look at that. Chaos Nutrition's old school training. Now listen to me. Before I get into shit. Chaos Nutrition, I tell you this every week, but I gotta keep telling you because they're our sponsor and we support Chaos Nutrition. Go to chaosnutrition.com. You get one of these shirts, okay? And he also got supplements there. Now, let me tell you, these are the guys who were originally with Rich Piana, and the owner was actually with Rich Piana way back in Mutant Nutrition, okay? That's how long they've been here. And you know, my boy Big Frank is there. My God, is Big Frank huge? I talk to you guys about Big Frank all the time. He's a monster. He is so much bigger than even Rich Piana. He's twice the size of Rich Piana. I'm serious. And he's like 6'5". I forget his height. 6'5", 6'4". Everybody's taller than me. I'm 5'6". You know what I mean? So he switch his fucking numbers around. He's a foot taller. Alright, and he's wide as a motherfucker. Wide, bro. Wide. Made Rich Piana. Him, when he would sit with Rich, he would look like a dot. If you saw the guy, if you guys would go to 5% Nutrition, right? You would go there, and you would see Rich, and you see him with this really big monster guy. Looks Italian, but he's not. I think he's German, Brutalinski. But anyway, he's so big, okay? It's fucking mind-boggling. So that's Big Frank. But anyway, so go to Chaos Nutrition. I keep looking because I get the magazines away. Go to Chaos Nutrition. All right, you know, check their shit out. Give them a thumbs up. Support them because they support me here, and I love that shit. They have a movement just like 5%. Okay, they got their own following, and it's a lot of the old 5% people who are sick and tired of the way shit's run now as when it was run by Rich Piana. So all the Rich Piana, like, people went there. So, Chaos Nutrition, here it is, alright? Alright. First off, I'm dropping a magazine. Alright. Oh, wait. Pull the mail. Sometimes I wait till the second round of stuff here. You know, because I forget, but I never, every episode, pull my boy Paulie DeMayo, we pay homage to him, okay, because he was a good man. He got fucked over, but anyway, drugs will do that, and bad women will do that shit too. Alright, here we go. First up, Got an itch on the head. Alright, first up, Clarence Ross. The famous Clarence Ross. What year is this, man? Holy shit. It's... I don't know what year it is. It doesn't say. What the fuck? Oh, actually, it does say. I can't read it, though, bro. It's in blue. And I'm colorblind, so I can't see shit. But anyway. Hang on, let me see. Maybe if I take it out of this. What the fuck year is this? Ah, whatever. Look. I just took it out because my girlfriend sells it, so she puts the fucking shit in plastic. Alright, Clarence Ross. Look, this is your original muscle builder. Look at it. Look at the spine. It's almost like it's dittoed off. Look at it. Like a ditto machine. You fucking young guys, you don't know what I'm talking about. It looks like it was made from a photocopy machine. But it wasn't. It's a real magazine. Hold on, I gotta smell it. I got a paper smelling fetish. Oh, it smells like basement. Anyway. But, like, you know, they got the old pictures and shit in here, all black and white. The pages are almost like yellow. They have that antique look. You know what I mean? I mean, but when you see some of the bodybuilders from back then, bro. Oh. Who are these two guys? Wait a minute. Hold on. Who are these two fucking guys? Yeah, fuck it. I don't know. Oh, shit. Leroy Colbert? I'm not sure who the other one is. This guy, I don't think it's certain. But look, right there, right? Look, there you go. Alright, look at him. That's Leroy Colbert. And that's another black bodybuilder. And this magazine's probably from the 50s. Okay, so let me see. 1956. 1956. So there goes Robbie Robinson's fucking bullshit. That, you know, and this is Muscle Builder. This is Joe Weider's magazine. 1956, you know. There you go. Oh, Joe Weider, he didn't like black bodybuilders, and he was prejudiced. Yeah, okay. Give me a break. Anyway, it's got a lot of good shit in here, man. You know, it really does. Oh, my God. Look at Vince Gironda before and after. Look at that. That's Vince Gironda before. That's him before. And that's Vince Gironda after. Look. Can you see that? Before and after. 30 pounds. I lost 21 pounds in 30 days. Anyway, I gotta... Alright, we'll get to that in a second. Let's look at the magazine. Oh, fuck. I gotta put that right. So, 1956. That was Muscle Builder. 1956. And that was, Leroy Colbert. So much for... Oh, here they are. So much for, you know, racist Joe Weider, according to Robbie Robinson. Then we got... Here we go. Then we got... Who the fuck is this? I don't know. Some other bodybuilder. I can't see, guys. I can't see without glasses. I can't see shit. What year is this? 1960. Alright. I was already born then. Look at the back. I always like the backs of these magazines. Look at the back. Look at the back of that. Anyway. There you go. Another one, 1960. This is what your bodybuilding magazines look like back then. Look at it. And again, there's a lot of powerlifting stuff in these magazines too, or even in the other one I just showed you. You know what I mean? This is all 1960. A lot of these guys were natural. You could see it too. Like, look at the bodybuilders back then, bro. Hold on. Look at that. You know. I mean, I don't know. So anyway, that's how that goes. So there's a lot of shit. Look at the old, like, this is the old workout shit. Buy that for your house. Look. I like all that old stuff. And finally, the last one. Back page again. Okay. With the weights. There you go. That's the weights that they were selling. That's like, oh yeah, chicks like guys with muscles. And then here we go. Which, wait. 1959. Look at it. Here's their weight ads inside. This is Muscle Builder again. Okay, Muscle Builder. There we go. Okay. That's a top bodybuilder right there. Look what he looks like. He looks like a fucking... Oh! Eugene Sandow. Eugene Sandow. Anyway. Look, I mean, I love all stuff. Here's the way to do leg presses back in the day. A lot of you guys remember that. A lot of you guys, some of you guys do, some of you guys don't. But this is great stuff here, man. This is Who's this? Steve Reeves and shit. There's Steve Reeves in here. Look at Steve Reeves. Look at Steve Reeves training and shit. You know? It's crazy. Is that Steve Reeves training? No, that's not Steve Reeves. That's somebody else. That was Steve Reeves here. But that other fucking picture wasn't Steve Reeves. Anyway. Alright. You guys get the picture. Let's get to some busy shit here. Alright. First question. Oh, shit. Teddy79. Teddy79 says, how do I deal with losing size? I am 41 years old. I was 5'7", I was 275 before the pandemic. I am now 200 and a lot softer. I'm off steroids since March, but I still do basic workout at home at my home gym. My wife thinks it's good because I'm getting older and she is afraid of a heart attack. I guess he means it's good because he's off steroids. Shirts that used to be tight on me are now loose. I can no longer even wear them. Mentally, I'm shot. Please help me. Well, Teddy79, listen to me. There's a lot of things that, you know, right now are not going well in this country and stuff, or throughout the world, you know, because I have friends that are even in other countries, and they're under lockdown too, so it's not just here, okay? The best thing I can tell you is you have to have that mindset that this too shall pass, and it's true. You'll be able to go back to the gyms eventually, and look, where I live, I haven't worked out in the gym at all. I haven't worked out with weights, nothing. You know, I had surgery, sat there, couldn't eat, nothing, food, nothing. You know, so. But here's the thing. The thing is that it's going to pass. And the unfortunate thing is a lot of gyms I hear are actually making guys wear masks in the gym. Now, to some of you that may not bother you, but to me, I wouldn't like that. I don't like anything restricting me. I don't even wear headphones. I can't. First of all, you all know I have a flip phone. Second of all, I don't like the idea of having, like, you know, something hanging on me or, you know, this and shit. I wouldn't like that. All right, so I don't know how that's going to go over. But the gyms, you know, you will get back to the gym. But I think you know, Teddy, I think what you're really asking me is about the steroids, because you haven't done steroids since you've been at the gym. Maybe boys ain't getting it for you. Maybe you don't, you know, your sources, whatever. You know, you're not telling me that here. But if that's the case, once you start taking a babanya, okay, it's going to come back. You know, your gains will come back. You know, you have to take the babanya and not go to the gym is not going to do anything for you, okay? So it's not going to, you know, it's like you know, like I knew guys, you know, back in the 80s, they wanted to, you know, just take steroids and then go out to nightclubs. They didn't work out. They thought maybe it was going to do something. If anything, you could get a little bloated from that, you know. But if you don't take steroids, if you don't work out with the steroids, it's not going to help. So your best bet right now is to keep your body sharp. Keep doing what you're doing in the gym, okay, at your house gym. When the time comes and you could go back to the gym and you could start doing the steroids again, you know, just do them smart, because I understand what your wife is saying. Your wife is scared because that's pretty fucking big. I mean, you're close to me. I was 5'6", and I was like 278, the most I weighed. And, you know, the breathing was bad. All this. I couldn't breathe at all. I mean, it was like, you know. And I always tell this story about, you know, sitting in there and breathing in a which we'll call it, the movie theater, and, you know, my girl's sitting there, and she's like, what the fuck, bro? And I'm like, you know, and I know the same things happen to Dave Palumbo and everything like that, because you labored breathing. But, as your body weight comes down, it's a lot less strain on the heart. So, your wife's partially right. You're 41 years old. I'm not telling you not to take steroids and stuff. Okay? Because, you know, but take more of a therapeutic version. And I wouldn't want to, you know, even Rich Piana, before he died and he was 46, wanted to take his body weight down. He already knew there was a strain on his heart. And you want to bring the weight down. You don't want to be, You're not going to see old men walking around super. There's old men who are walking around jacked, really ripped, built, and have a good amount of muscle on them. But there's nobody walking around super jacked, 275, is 5'7", and he's 80-something years old. He ain't, because his heart's not going to be able to handle that, okay? So I understand what your wife is trying to tell you, but you got to do what's right for you, And I know that it kind of kills you, even me, mentally. Bro, I'm wearing I used to wear three, it could fit 4 extra large up at the top, but the thing is I look like a kid wearing his father's shirt from the bottom down. It's down to my knees, because, I'm 5'6". So the bottom line is I understand that mental shit, but you also got to understand you're probably in a better place for it. This is a reboot, okay? That's what I even think about. This whole corona bullshit is a reboot for me. So when I start again, okay, you're gonna, it's gonna be different. It's a reboot. I'm gonna do things a little smarter, smoother. But drugs-wise, I don't have to worry, because I'm not taking anything right now. I'm on, I just finished my cancer shit, and but I'm only on TRT anyway when I do stuff. Okay, it's 200 milligrams of testosterone. That's it. Sometimes every 10 days. So that's it. That's for me. But if you want to still be fucking super jacked, and you're starting to get up there in your 40s, it's not the greatest thing, testosterone. I'm all for taking the babanya. Just don't go crazy with it, okay? So here's the deal. This 2 showers are going to pass. Consider this a good time to reboot, rethink things over, how you want to do, how you want to plan stuff, okay? When the gyms open up, go to the gym. Obviously, that's when you start the babanya again, okay? Give it a couple weeks, actually, and you can get your body acclimated to training again, and then, take your babanya then, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine, but just don't go crazy. Don't try to go back up to 275. I know. I just think that, you don't need to be that big as you get older. It's definitely not a good thing. Okay? Alright. I hope that answers your question. I mean, sometimes you got to tell people what they really don't want to hear, and other people hear it. No, I know this guy. He's like 80, and he's really jacked. No, you don't. He's not fucking 275 pounds at 80 years old. At 5'7", he's not. He's not. Okay? He's not. He may be really built and veiny and hard and all muscular, and he's taking testosterone twice a week or whatever, but he's not huge, okay? Like filthy huge, because you don't live like that. It's just the way it is. She's like real super tall people. Hey, you guys, 6'7", 6'8". How many times have you seen an old man? There's a 90-year-old man. He's 6'9". You know what I mean? You don't see it. I ain't sure it exists, but not much. All right. Pablo, Brian Pablo wants to know. That's one of my boys on here. He's always asking me good questions. How long should somebody really train? I've been hitting it for 12 years straight with my training, and last month I worked myself up to 2 to 3 hours a day with my sessions, sometimes up to 3.5, depending on what I'm doing, and 6 or 7 times a week. I've gotten a lot of mixed responses from others saying that it's fine, but others tell me it's too much. It results, your cortisone builds up, the longer you train, unless you're on juice. This is a long question, so give me a break. What I've been doing this time has worked for me so far. A lot of trial and error, but also everyone's different. Everyone's routine is different, and they are the science experiment. See, he's listening to what I tell him. So does that mean I could have gotten more by training as long as since I'm not on gear? Wait a minute. Whoa. Let me. Does that mean I could have gotten more results by not training as long since I'm not on gear? Oh, shit. Okay, Brian, I see what you're saying. So you're saying you're natural, and you've been training that many hours. Well, guess what? That's what I did. I trained like 3, 4, 5 hours back in the 80s. And I was super fucking mega jacked and built. The body weight wasn't, heavy, but I had a tiny waist. My waist was 27 inches. I used to wear Sweetor pants, if some of you guys remember that. Sweetor pants. And they were 27. And I remember Rich Gaspari used to say to me, bro, you should fucking, are you kidding me? Are you not on anything? You know, because I could go in a lightweight class and I look like a fucking, like, easy middle to light heavyweight, because I had big legs and everything like that. Nobody had that. And I didn't have that short, stubby build. It was short, stubby arms, short, stubby legs. You know what I mean? So, with that long, like, midget-type torso and narrow shoulders and shit, I didn't have that, okay? So, I look good, and I used to train just the way you're training. The only thing is, though, Brian, I used to take Sundays off. I trained 6 days a week. I felt I needed at least one day off. That's me, though. That's after trial and error. I trained each body part twice a week, okay? On Mondays and when I was younger, I did each body part 3 times a week. But now we're talking the 80s and everything. And I was natural, 100% natural. I did, on Mondays, Mondays and Thursdays, I did chest, back, and shoulders. On Tuesdays and Fridays, I did arms. On Wednesdays and Saturdays, I did legs. And that's the way it worked. And that was for me. And, you know, I could do an hour and a half of biceps. If I could do it, I would hit 100 sets. That's for me. It means I have a lot of red fiber, and that really, you know, slow twitch fiber, and that is really better. Fast twitch is the white fiber, that's, you know, explosive fiber. But the thing is, listen to me, and it is trial and error, and you're saying it works for you, okay? I would give myself a little bit of rest, but I tell you what, if you started taking a babanya, you'd probably grow like a fucking motherfucker. Just don't add more sets, and don't add more time, okay? Cut your rest periods. That's the best way to add more intensity if you really wanted to. But if you wanted to do the babanya, hey, listen, if it's worked and you look in the mirror, bro, and you look like a bodybuilder, you're built and, you know, you're jacked and shit, and you're not on a babanya and everybody else is, people are accusing you of taking it, then you know something's going on right, you know what I mean? I was accused of taking it. Dude, I weighed 165 pounds, and I looked like I weighed, you know, 200 pounds. I remember one time I was in a show, and I weighed 152. I was a lightweight, and they kept weighing me. They kept saying, "Dude, get that fucking light heavyweight out of there," because I was so. But the thing is, it was illusion. It was illusion because let me put this down for a second. Hold on. It was illusion because I had the small, tiny waist, really tiny waist, and I have naturally broad clavicles. You know. I was, you know, and sweepy thighs, narrow hips. So it appeared, you know, it's just like Flex Wheeler when you got those small little tie-ins, the small little bones and shit, you know, like the narrow waist and narrow hips. You appear bigger than even you are, and that's what happened with me. So, you know, and listen, you're doing good. You know, if you're doing good and you're liking the feedback and you're listening, if you don't be stupid to the feedback, though. If you're not making the gains, and, you know, if the guys in the gym are saying, dude, you're doing all this work, bro, look at you, you know, then you could be overtraining. But I don't, you know, if you feel right and that little voice in your head is saying, dude, I'm feeling good, I'm liking this, and I like the gains, just don't start adding more time. Try to cut a little bit of time back, because then you're going to have no fucking life, bro. And no girl's going to want to date you or be with you. And you gotta have a life, because you're not going to make a living at it. It's different if you're going for the Olympia. You understand what I'm saying? You know, then you got to fucking, you know, you got to do double the time and stuff. But I just saying, that's the best I can offer you. I think you're doing good. All right? You listen. You said it's trial and error for you. You said it seems to be working for you. All right? And you said you're natural. It's respectable to me. And if you want to go on a babanya, you do. If you don't ever have to go on a babanya. You know what I mean? Obviously, if you went on a babanya with all that training that you do, and if you have built a natural base like I built, the minute steroids fucking touch it, because well-trained muscle responds way better than untrained muscle. These fucking guys today, they go to the gym, and they fucking been training fucking 2 months and they're already on steroids. Give me a break, you know what I mean? And that's why when they go off, they look like Pee Wee Herman. I'm sorry. I know some of you guys like that. Anyway, I'm dropping shit over here. Alright. Next question. Alright, this is Matthew LaCourie wants to know, if you take all the precautions and still get an abscess in your glute, you take your antibiotics, do you suggest hot or cold compress? First of all, I don't like taking steroids in the ass, because first of all, it's hard to even clean the area back. You gotta get back there. I'm a firm believer, look, if I'm gonna take a shot even now, I'll fucking clean that area. I wash it with soap, okay, 2 or 3 times, and I rub it, you know what I mean? I get a clean face cloth, and I rub it until there's no more dirt. You know, like if you rub your face with a Stridex pad, or you fucking, you know, if you took a face cloth right now, and you just wet it, a white face cloth, and you like this on your face, and then you look, there's all like the dirt, you know what I mean? It's anywhere on your body. Do it on your arm, do it on your fucking chest, your ass cheek, wherever the fuck, it's what you're gonna get, right? I do that till there's no more. And I pour alcohol on it, I put peroxide on it, I do everything to totally sterilize the area before I shoot it. So if you're gonna shoot your glute, that's what I suggest you do. Okay, now, the king of abscesses. Chaos Nutrition shirt. The king of abscesses. That's me. Alright? You know, I did everything stupid. When I got my abscesses, okay, it's because I didn't do what I just told you. Alright? I did with some of these other fucking momos who have had abscesses, and you see them on the internet, and they're taking shots, and I actually like the one guy. I like him a lot. But, you know, say, oh, I just came out from a fucking workout, and there's all sweat on him and shit, and it takes a shot, you know, or it shoots you right through the clothes. Are you fucking kidding me? Anyway. So, you take your antibiotics, right? Usually they do, like, some sort of floxin, ceflexin, you know, one of those in that family, you know. The thing is you should put hot compresses, because you want to bring the pus to the surface. Now, I know that hot compresses are not going to alleviate the heat that's already in that area, and it's not going to make your abscess feel good. Okay, this is not. Take some fucking Tylenols, bro. Maybe with an you could mix. I mixed Tylenol. I know some people are like, oh my god, how can you say this? I mixed, you know, Tylenols with, you know, NSAIDs sometimes, and I put that down there. You had to eat that, okay, orally, so you would help, you know, keep the, you know, pain down and fever down. But in that area, you're going to have fever, right? You're going to have a lot of fever there, okay? It's going to be hot. You almost want to put a hot compress on it, because you want to bring the pus that's in there to the point where I've had it so as I could touch it like this, but just touch it, the area, and I could actually break the skin. That's how fucking, like, you know, it's like one time I had a bees got in the house here, right? And I hear scratching. I hear this. And I'm like, where the fuck is that noise coming from? And I'm looking up in the ceiling, and you know, your ear, you're trying to pinpoint it. Shut up. And it's right there. And I come up, and I get stood on a bed, and I touch the ceiling, and it was as thin as a tissue. All of a sudden, the bee's nest comes, just touching it like this. My finger went right through the fucking thing. And the bees come falling down in the room, and they're swarming, and I'm like, ah, you know, because I'm allergic to bees. But anyway, so the thing is this. If I were you, I would put a warm compress on you, because that's what you want. You want your skin, you want it to almost burst open, okay? It's like those people that get those cysts on their ass crack, you know what I mean? They sit in a hot tub, you know what I mean? You know, like those ingrown hairs or ass crack fucking cysts, I forgot what they're called. And they pop them, and that shit stinks. I never had it, thank God, but my friends, I've had a few friends that have had it. I'm not a hairy person. I have, like, no hair on my legs. I don't even shave them. You know, I have very little hair. You know, I can't even grow full fucking shit. And this is, you know, I call it as salt and pepper. You know, so is the head. You guys asking me, is that real hair or is that fucking tattoo? Is it for, what are you, my Dave Palumbo? Get out of here. Anyway, and Dave's my boy, so shut up. So the best is hot compresses, because you want to bring the pus to the top, to the surface, so it can be, lanced, and then, us bodybuilders, we do. I mean, I shouldn't tell you to do this shit, but we self-help. So I either stick a needle in there, pull all that pus out, or we just kind of cut the surface a little bit and just squeeze and shit like a pimple, and that shit just and as it fucking comes out of you, bro, it's a relief. You're like fucking relieved. You're like, oh my god, it's almost as good as coming, bro. That fucking pain goes away, the fever goes away. Keep the fever down. Yeah, well, let's nutshell this. Keep the fever down, okay, with either Tylenol, Advil, Aleve, or a combination of a few of them. I've done that, okay. They do that with kids. They can tell you can mix Tylenol with Advil, okay, because they work through two different mechanisms. Be careful with the Advil, because if it's blood thinning, and it also can fuck up your stomach, and put those warm compresses, hot compress, whatever, on that area, and that will bring the pus to the surface, and then you can relieve it like that, or go to a doctor to relieve it, or whatever. Alright? Gabish, don't use cold. Cold doesn't do shit. Cold's good for, like, if you got swollen. The thing that cold's good for and cold is not good for bad lower back too either, so don't believe that bullshit. It's good for, like, fucking elbows, shoulder joints. It's good for swollen joints, tendons, ligaments that are swollen. That's what it's good for. Alright, now for abscesses. Next question. Graham Gear wants to know, how can I avoid being clogged and constipated? Listen to this shit. I eat a lot of meat and keto type dieting. I have even done carnivore and have gotten really bad. And it's gotten really bad even with fiber supplements. I take fiber supplements, but they do not work at times. I still cannot shit, and I feel bloated. What else can I do? Well, do what I do, bro. Dave Palumbo makes jokes about me all the time, because we all go out. Sometimes we go out to dinner. I mean, even with Triple H, the wrestler, Triple H. We were at dinner one time, and he was breaking my balls, because sometimes I would actually have a fleet. I carry toilet paper in one fucking sock, and in the other sock, I had a fleet enema, because we were out. And if I had to go to the bathroom, I got to do it, and I got to go in there, So, I actually believe in using fleet enemas. Now, I don't use the fluid that's in there. Okay, I take the fluid that's in there out. I dump that out. I use warm water. And I'll shoot that up the fucking kazoo, up there. And you hold it, and you try to get more warm water, and you hold it until you got a bush like this, and you shit your brains out. Then it becomes like a tsunami. But, it's good to use enemas. It's really good. And bodybuilders, a lot of your competitive bodybuilders, before the show, a couple days before, they could be, my boy Alessandro Savi uses his shit. Let me tell you something. They go to a place where you do the high colonic enemas. Bro, they get fucking food out of there that you ate back in 1965. You know what I mean? It's amazing, the shit that can happen with a high colonic enema. That shit cleans you out. Your waist shrinks like I think Bill Grant used to tell me his waist would shrink like 2 fucking inches from doing that shit. It's the fucking truth. So you want to compete? You want to compete in bodybuilding? You want to go for, a big show or something like that? You want to... Why is that? Oh, that's why. It's like there's a shadow. What the fuck? Put it in front of the light. So, there's the clipboard. So, why, it just cleans you out, man. And enemas are really, really good. And I go to the... I've never had a high colonic enema, but I use the enemas every day. I actually use it every time I shit. I will use it to keep clean down there, and I just feel like that's the best way. That's me. I remember Steve Blackman used to tell me, "Are you crazy? That's not good. You get rid of all the intestinal flora." No, it doesn't go all the way up. That's high colonic enemas that'll go up where the floor is, and all, But the lower, colonic area, the colon and shit like that. Your fucking, you know what I'm saying? Your anus canal and all that shit. Come on. Give me a break, will you? The enema is good. It's very good. You use warm water. You fill up one of those fucking things. You squeeze the whole bottle up your ass. Hey, yeah, try to hold it. And if you can't hold it, you just shit it out. But you do it again. I do it like 4 or 5 times. And believe me, you get cleaned out, okay? And it'll keep the process moving. Now, if you've been on a carnivore diet for a long time, I definitely recommend you use Fiberlize. No, I do use, I have Fiberlize right here somewhere. Where is it? Dave gives it, whatever. Look. I get Dave's Isolize. The Fiberlize is good too. I don't know where it is. This room is a fucking mess. Anyway. I do use Fiberlize. But not all the time, dude. It'll kill me. There's nothing like a high colonic enema. Okay? So you can take all the supplements you want. The stool softeners, the fiber softener. The fiber supplements. You could use all of them you want. Sometimes you just can't shit. You know what I mean? And the best way is to get that colonic up there, get that water. I'll use the fucking fleet. I'll stick that whole goddamn thing. I shoot right up there really hard, and then I'll take really warm water. You gotta use really hot and high, they always say. So you do really warm and squirt it right up your fucking ass. You know what I mean? How does that sound? Right up your fucking ass. You motherfucker. Now, anyway, alright. So that's the best thing I could tell you. Who asked me this? Graham Gear. Is your real last name Gear? Or is that like the Babanya Gear? Anyway. Alright, so, yeah, I think that's it. That's it for this week. Alright? Let's go over what we talked about. Alright. So, this is what we discussed. Alright? This is what we learned this week. We learned Gregg's a fucking Momo. Oh, we already knew that. We learned Chaos Nutrition shirts right there, bro. ChaosNutrition.com. Go there. Go see Big Frank, bro. You'll shit your fucking ass out. He's at, I don't know if he's 365, at 6'5", something like that. Dude, do you know how big that is? Do you have any fucking idea? He looks like he's bigger than the mountain. He's even wider than the mountain. Alright, anyway, so what did we learn? We learned that, what is this fucking first question? Bullshit here. Oh, we learned that simmer down, the fucking coronavirus is gonna end, okay? You're gonna go back to the gym. If you gotta wear a mask, you gotta do whatever they tell you. That's not really cool, though. It's gonna be hard for me to do that shit. But, you just, if you're getting older, use this as a reboot. Don't get crazy with the steroid, with the babania, with the steroids, because if you're older, this guy's 41, is going to be 42, I guess his wife, maybe his kids, I don't know, but, you want to start taking it down. This is a good time, right now, whether you're training, even if you're not on steroids, whatever you're doing, this is a great time to reboot. Take a step back, reassess your training, reassess your goals with training, reassess what you want to do, and then when you start with a new clean slate, with a new page, okay? Alright? What is the other question? What Brian Pablo here? Ask me again. What the fuck was that? So it does me. And if you've been training, like Brian Pablo here has been training, you've been training and you feel like you're making great results, but everybody else is telling you overtraining. Dude, I've been hearing that my whole fucking life. John Defenders heard it. There's a lot of guys who, will do that kind of training and have heard it. If that's what if that's what you feel is right for you, you can't convince yourself that's what's right. You gotta get that feedback. You gotta say, dude, when I do it like this, dude, the gains are coming and I'm natural. There you go, Brian Pablo. Okay, so we learned that, we always know that your body is a science project and you're the mad scientist. You're the Dr. Frankenstein and you're the Frankenstein monster. Okay, so you gotta do what's right for you, and that's through trial and error. Here we go. And let's see, what's the other one here? Okay, we know that if you do get an abscess, we learned that you want to put warm compresses on there. Warm, hot, not warm, hot. You want hot, because you want to bring the pus to the surface. That will draw the pus to the surface. Cold will just actually prolong everything, slow it down. We don't want that. There's a reason why there's a fever in that area, because that's your body's defense mechanism. So if you got pain, Cold obviously really can help numb pain. But if you have pain, you want to numb the pain, you take your antibiotics, like you said in here. To numb the pain, you take Aleve, Tylenol, ibuprofen, whatever the fuck you call that shit. Advil, Motrin, you know. You throw that in there to stop the pain. And then the rest is history. So, hot compresses, you bring the pus to the top. That's the main thing. What's the last fucking question here? Oh, enema. If you fucking eat a lot of fucking... If you're carnivore in this shit, or if you're eating a lot of keto and you're not getting in enough vegetables, and even if you are getting vegetables for some reason, the vegetables sometimes create... Listen to me. This could even happen with a fiber supplement. Vegetables can create bulk, which almost like creates a clog. It's almost like you drain. You know, you got grease and you got hair and shit like that, and you fucking drain. It creates like a ball in there, and the water can't go down. Well, it's the same shit with your fucking guts down there. All right, you can't shit. You gotta fucking. I would take the water, hot water in a fucking Fleet enema. You know, the ones you get in the store, you squeeze them. The ones I put one on my sock, the one Triple H, and Dave Plumbo broke my balls about. You know, we're out at dinner. Dave always breaks my balls about that shit. Valentino got to fucking show you sock, you know, because I got to fucking... I don't do that everywhere we go, but I mean, if I'm out somewhere in a big place and shit, and I know I might have to go to the bathroom, and, you know, as the old school Italians used to say, the back house, because I mean, around the back of the house. That's what that means, you know. Anyway, so then... You know, I do the hot water, hot and high. So you got to do it 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Sometimes you got to hold it and then try to do a second thing of water anyway, holding it. You'll shit your fucking brains out. But you feel good after it. You feel cleaned out. You don't feel clogged. Okay? So sometimes a lot of fucking fiber, if you read about it, sometimes fiber causes constipation. And don't sit there and take fucking probiotics and prebiotics all day, every day. You do that, but you can't do it every day, all day. You'll fucking overgrow the shit down there. And you'll have gas, you'll have diarrhea, you have all that shit. Capiche? Alright, listen to me. I love you guys. I do. There's a few shit talkers out there. I'm going to talk about that and talk a smack. I'm going to, you know, put somebody in their place, you know. But, listen to me. Be good to your girl. Be good to your significant other. Pay your child support. Be good to your kids always, bro. Don't be a deadbeat dad. And stop stressing this corona shit. It's going to pass. The numbers aren't accurate anyway. There's people, if you're in the hospital and you have to get I'm going to talk about that more and talk a smack. But let me just tell you, if you're in a hospital and you got to get out of the hospital, they test you every day till you get or every other day. It depends on the hospital. But they'll test you all the time till you get a negative. They won't let you out of the hospital till you get a negative. But every time they test you counts as a positive, you know, test. So when they say we had 10 positive COVID tests, it's on one person. But it makes it look like we have 10 new cases. Won't get into that. I'll get into that more in Talk of Smack. I'm not going to talk about that here. But anyway, so this shit's going to pass. But for now, use this as a reboot, like I said. Calm your nerves down. Everything's going to be good. Just don't vote Democrat. Or this shit's fucking going to really stay bad. Alright. There you go. Alright? Stop fucking around. I love you guys. You're a bunch of fucking momos. Some of you guys are fuckos. I can't stand guys that come here, talk, like they're your buddy and shit. They comment and stuff, new nice comments. You thank them and shit. And then they fucking two-faced cocksucker comes to you, know, the fucking backs that think they're better than you. Because I'll talking smack. I'll see you guys. Stop fucking around.